if you got to ask yourself if you gotta let go, take a moment to take this in. Then there is red flags. Then there is a reason given to you, and oftentimes you're trying to fight that reason and find a reason to say that that's not a valid reason. Y'all, I always used to say in my videos, do not give her excuses. Do not make excuses for her. And the truth of the matter is that you're making excuses really for yourself. Because the reason is, and don't worry, I'll give you some clear reasons when you gotta go ahead and let go. No doubts about it. But I just want to explain this so you really, really let this sink in. It's really you doing it for yourself, because if we're going to be real, the truth of it is that you have some sort of fear, some sort of worry, and some sort of not wanting to actually let go and leave her, that sorts of stuff. Just because you might feel like, oh, there's potential, or just because she showed you 1-2 days does not mean that there has not been reasons why you should be going ahead and being done with her. I'm saying this to say is that when you're doing it for yourself, those signs you're ignoring, or you're switching it around, or as I already said throughout this video, there's reasons why you're finding why you should stay and they're invalid. How many times do you want to get dogged out by a woman? And doesn't that sound really, really bad? I'm sorry, but y'all, when I say it out loud and then I just let it sink in myself, I'm like, dang, fellas, you're letting her dog you out. If she's the girl for the streets, the block, the hood, the neighborhood, then let her be that. However, why are you going to be the one that you have to get the treatment of how she's like? Just like when she has a whole face, right? And so before I really get into what you'll be really, really seeing, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. A quick question for y'all is, do you feel like you've already gotten reasons to let go? And also, be real with yourself. This next question, I really, really want you to be real. Do you feel like you're just hanging on because you can't be without her? And while you're answering these questions, just take the time to reflect to yourself, like, how would life be after your feelings are gone, after you've detached, after you've elevated and she's the one that's chasing you? I bet it would be so much better. But guess what you're doing to yourself? You're stopping yourself from getting to that. It can't even be available for you to get to that. And y'all, I would get into trying to help you, motivating you in those ways, but I do want to tell you some ways. So just don't forget to comment your stories and comment part 2s, that sorts of stuff. And of course, don't forget to check out my website, consultations, all that good stuff. And don't forget Patreon, explicit and exclusive content. If you don't want to be a paid member, you could just be a regular join member. And of course, you could be a YouTube member for more content that you'll never see on here. And so one of the major things that will give you the sign of you got to let go of her, no doubt, is when she's going ahead and talking to other dudes, especially when you've been serious about her, and especially when you've dropped, let's say, a few girls, or that one girl or that one woman, and she knows about it. However, she's not ready to let go of her lifestyle. This is so common because women really like to do this double standards of, I can do this, but you can't. I've heard in so many videos, in so many books, where women kind of feel like, okay, I could do this, it's not a big deal. But especially actually because of women being emotional, being in their feelings, needing things to be easier for them, they can't handle it when you do it. So if it's going to be one guy, especially when you hear oh, that's just my friend, that's just my guy friend. And y'all, this guy's not gay. This guy is, not just the close friend that been there since, sometimes childhood is still could be a red flag, but the one that's been close to her family for real. Like, there's different circumstances that sometimes that guy respects you guys' relationship, and sometimes he might not even want to be around her alone, right? Those sorts of stuff. Sometimes he might even have a full-grown girlfriend, or married, or even, let's say, just seriously dating or something. So I'm saying that to say is that there's going to be a lot of excuses. So to break that down into multiple stuff that I just gave you is that back to her talking to other guys, gotta let go right there. Then going ahead and making excuses and making it to be like not a big deal, you gotta let go right there. So don't let none of these things build up for like you're feeling heartache. Now in other videos, and I'm giving you one last one right now, but in other videos I'll go into more details, especially with this last one. But the whole disappearing and coming back. I could do a whole separate video of just talking about, oh, she disappears on you, you gotta let go. And this is why I have to do it in a separate video, because what I want to explain is how long is she disappearing, what's happening behind closed doors. But bottom line is that there's gonna be signs and hints that she gives you. You're gonna get a feeling inside, and women are really good with intuition, but you fellas still got it too. And you guys get a gut feeling. Same way that you got butterflies, you'll get the gut feeling that maybe you're anxious about things, or anxiety, or dang, you're feeling that feeling of like, I don't want to go through this again, or I'm wondering too much. I'm telling you, you will get over it and get through it for sure. However, it's preventing it from consistently happening multiple times. The reason why I also say this is that it's a decision you got to make. You want to suffer both ways. In the hardest way, you can, or in the way that's not the best way, you can, or you can go through that. Sometimes it's long suffering, who cares? I'm saying it's just going to make you stronger. You can't avoid it. Same way when people are scared to fail, they can still be failing by going to the wrong thing, or by choosing a woman, or choosing to be in a relationship when it's not right, instead of being single. So I'm saying, when you have a girl that's not really serious for you, she's not really about it, why stick that through? There's no hopes there. Now, in other circumstances, there's sometimes where people have been together for a very much long time, and there is consistency from her end, and there is, like, let's say, sacrificing and real attempts. That again would be a different story. But especially when you have to ask yourself multiple times, like, oh, what's up with this, or what's really going on? Those are those real clear signs. And the more clear the signs are, the easier you'll have understanding of this is not it. And on your end, what you're doing is just forcing it. As I started the video and how I'll end the video, back to going ahead and saying, don't make it be something that you want it to be. Don't have this idea of what you have expectations of, and it's not showing in real life with her, and you're still trying to mold it to be that, because it's not her. You can't change her. And if she changes for you, it's only going to be temporary, because it was never for herself wanting to be better for you. It was just try to, let's say, keep you around, that sorts of stuff. And those excuses, they will come in different packages, different ways. So just watch out for what you hear, and take the moment to really reflect on your own situation and see what's wrong or what the issue is. Okay, so if you have questions, concerns, anything that you want to say, feedbacks, part twos, let me know in the comment section. As I said, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, be subscribed, and for more explicit and exclusive content, you can get it on Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Don't forget to check out my website. Bye.
Or if there's other stuff that you have going on, it could be about anything, self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link after this video.
Sleep affirmations, so you could become that powerful man, and it is recorded in my voice, and I give you the strongest affirmations to overall become that man and subconsciously become powerful. So let's get into these books. Get attract woman you want and get her to miss you, along with secrets to winning her over, and it tells you about cold approaching. It tells you my personal stories, and if you're trying to up your game in the dating game, these books are going to be perfect for that, and you could get it all in a bundle deal. Make sure you click the link down below. Self-improving in the process. This is so serious. This is why I have a whole no contact guide and journal available. Y'all could go ahead and purchase it. If you need somewhere to start off, then you need all the breakdowns, all the insight, the information, and I have structure in there, help you, prompts, things that will tell you you got this, but it will give you also reasons why. And I have stories in there that tells you why no contact has worked for people, all types of stuff. It's so detailed, y'all. That's how much information I made sure to put in there. Step up no contact, or if you need somewhere to start and you need something to help you, this is like me guiding you as you go through no contact. That's how I customized it for y'all. So you can check that out by clicking the link down below. See what you could do with no contact, how far you could do it. Just learn everything, have the guidance, and accountability partner. Although I'm not actually there, you'll feel that sense from this journal and guide.